What's up, guys? What's going on? I'm back. I'm going to do another little video unboxing of another Play Arts Kai figure. This time based off a not so popular but at least well-known video game. It's one of the first releases of Play Arts Kai, or one of the ones earlier in the inception of Play Arts Kai getting more in-depth and detailed. And right now, I believe it's one of the harder figures to get, the real one anyway. I believe there are bootlegs out there, but the original one it's very high priced at the moment. So let's get right into it. I hope you guys like it, and let's check it out. Give me a sec. Here we go, guys. There it is. I'm going to review because I haven't seen a lot of these reviews on this figure. So I figured since I own it and it's one of my grails, if you will, like one of my popular ones, and one of the pieces that I know is rare to have, at least the original. I'm going to review Vanquish from Play Arts Kai. Now, for those of you who may not know, Vanquish is based off a video game that came out a couple years ago from Platinum Games and Sega. It is an high-octane sci-fi action third-person shooter, over the top, in the same, as we all know, the vein of Platinum Games. The game is phenomenal. It plays like Gears of War, but on crack. And I kind of always said it also came off for PlayStation 3. I always said that if this game would have been co-op like Gears, this game would actually probably, in my opinion, would have been even better than Gears of War, because it's just so action-packed and the gameplay is so over the top, and you have so much variation in the gameplay, not just shooting like you do in Gears. Yeah, but this is the 360 copy. Hopefully they'll make it backwards compat soon. As you can see there is Vanquish, as you see there. Very amazing game. If you guys never played it, you owe it to yourself to try it out and play it, because the game is phenomenal. One of my favorite games of all time. Top 10 for sure. So let's check out real quick the box here. As you can see, it says Vanquish right there. As the camera focuses. This is the blister bubble. This is when they were coming out in early stages, when they were starting to bring up the production of Play Arts Kai. A lot of people may not know, but when Play Arts Kai started, their figures were like 40, 35, 50 bucks. Now they're in the range of like 150, 175. I guess because they've gotten so much more detailed, add a lot more accessories. The paintwork is a lot more defined. Even the sculpting in the face is a lot more realistic. And because they bring a stand and everything, even though a lot of people don't like the stand, you see this is Play Arts Kai here. Then on the side it says Vanquish. Then here we have some promotional shots of the figure. Right here, this is Vanquish. His name is Sam Gideon. That's his actual name. And this is Bogey. Now, I never got the Bogey figure because I really didn't like the design of Bogey. But I kind of regret it because I wish I had it, because these are the two main characters in the game. And they were made, back then. I could have gotten him for like 20 bucks. And I never did, because I guess he wasn't the popular, and I kind of regret it. Like I said, Square Enix obviously is part of these. This is their line, the Play Arts Kai line. They have a partnership. Very nice. He's got like a sliding position there, because in the game he has thrusters and he slides with these things that come out from the side, these thruster packs, and from the back of his boots, if you will. And you see you have the other, promotional shot right there with him with the gun. And then the side says Vanquish. Nothing, Square Enix in the bottom, obviously. And that's it. It's pretty simple. So I'm going to pause here and we're going to go to the main attraction, which you guys know is the figure itself. So give me a few. I'll be right back. And here we go, guys. Here's the figure. Here is Sam Gideon in all his glory. This figure is probably one of my favorite pieces in my entire collection that I have in my house, and I have over 2,000 figures if I had to take a guess. And this figure is absolutely incredible as far as the design goes, with the details. Now you see I have a stand here, which I'm going to pull them off for just a moment. These Play Art Kais that were earlier in the Play Arts Kai's run, they didn't come with stands, so I bought this stand here. As you can see, very simple. It folds up and takes down, and it goes all the way down. So it's basically grips on from the waist, as you see. I bought this in AC Moore's. It was about $1.75. It holds, I don't even know if it has the price there, by Nicole, the people who make it. It's, like a nice little copper or metal. It serves its purpose for sure. I picked it up because a lot of these figures didn't have good balancing, if you will, when they first came out. But we're going to get into it right now. As you see, here's his head skull. We're going to get it closer in here. There you go. Beautiful detail on him. And this is what his head and face looks like underneath the mask, because in the game, the animation cuts in and out where the mask comes off like that and then it comes on like that. And it came with that head as well. And as you can see here also, we have all these wonderful details and highlights of green and gold. The white on this figure is very pearlescent. This part here looks pearlescent, but it's actually a rubber piece. Same thing like the shoulder pads, to not to hinder the articulation. The ball joint is pretty tight on this one because I don't use it as much. I always use the one with the mask. So I'm gonna just try to, yeah, okay. I don't know if I can. Oh, there, yeah, let me use the light. Okay, so here's his gun. Very nicely detailed as well, as you can see. It's got like a hint of teal. This, unfortunately, when I first bought it, when I took it out the package, it was giving me a hard time, and I accidentally broke the tip of the gun, so I had to glue it in order for it to. You see that discrepancy there. It sucks, but when I first was buying Play Arts Kai, I didn't really know how delicate they were in certain areas. By all means, the figure is done very well, though. It's not cheap. Don't get me wrong. It has the DARPA there. Then it says Blade. Let's see if I can get it closer. Blade Mistine or something like that. I'm not even sure. The scope is right there. Even on the top, if you can see. There we go. It's got the gold highlights. The scope is colored. Even here in the front, if you see here, this inscriptions in, I believe, in Japanese. It has some type of weltering to it, weathering, like when you're in battle. Scar march has a little gray highlights here, as you can see, and then it's got like a navy blue pearl color. Even the holster, when you hold it, is black, and in the bottom, you see, beautiful weapon. The only one that he comes with, unfortunately, so I guess that's why they paid so much attention to it. And then, as you see here with the figure, as we go to him, these is all kind of like a gunmetal black. I don't know how well it comes in, and you see there his design in the back. This is his it's like a blowtorch, like a turbo power boost, because he flies up, he flies down, he does a lot of crazy moves in the game. Level of detail is incredible. As you can see, that looks like his spine. Then it has these grenades, which I don't think come off. I never try to pull out. They're detailed in there as well. That were sculpted onto the figure in this crotch area. And then you see this here, this panel here is where the accessories it came with, you can actually switch them out so that the turbines could be on when he does the slide. And then we got his boots, as you can see, the sheen and the pearl, especially here in the gold and even in the pearl white and even in the green. His boots, even in the bottom, have really nice detail. The attention to detail put to this figure is they didn't hold back. It's second to none. Then he has like that symbiote type feel look here in between the leg area and the crotch, by the thighs, in the inner thighs and outer thigh. Kind of like the nano suit from Crisis. As far as articulation, I know he has the waist here. He has kind of a like arm crunch. I won't lie. A lot of the articulations feel hindered because I guess because of the suit design. They got the ball joint up here in the shoulder. Goes up and down, goes up this much. And as you can see, this goes up the flap and then it goes down this much. Spreads out like this. It's got a single double jointed hinge for the elbows. It does have a what is it? A bicep swivel on the top. It's a little bit tight, sorry. Then it has the ball joint here, as you can see, and the hands where you can go up, down. Sometimes you can get a full rotation. Oh boy, sorry about that. Sorry. Then you have like I said, a waist swivel. Then he opens up in the crotch about that much. About that much. You turn this way. He pulls his leg back that much. And then his leg goes forward about that much. As you can see. Then he has ratchet double joints here in the knees, which are covered up pretty nicely by this tab here, which is part of the boots. He doesn't have a cut on the top, which I think is cool because it doesn't sacrifice the sculpting, but he does have some, movement, which range of movement, which is nice. Then he has just forward and back on a ball joint on the foot. There's no toe articulation where it pivots, and there's no like rocker to move it from side to side, which sucks because since he's top heavy, because he does have the suit, it's very hard to sometimes get him posed in a nice pose where he doesn't feel like perhaps he might fall down, because you can't really place down the what you call it, the foot flat on on the surface, if you will. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come over here and then bring up the real quick, bring up his accessories so you can see them. And then we'll do some changes and go from there. Give me a sec. So these are the accessories that he comes with. He comes with 2 panels for the left and 2 panels for the right. I mean, left is here, left is here. For the side, like to give you the illusion that this here on this area opens up, and then when it opens up, what you see are these thrusters. It comes through the two thrusters, which basically let him give him the ability to hover and slide in fast motion when you're fighting bosses and a barrage of enemies and stuff. In the world, there's a lot of robots and animorphs and nanomorphs. Here's the mask, what he looks like with the mask when it's covered, when it goes over. He also does something cool in the game where he pulls out a beautiful coloring there. If you can see, the metallic. They spared no expense with the paint work. It's really, really nice. It's like a pearl white, if you probably already noticed anyway. In the background, in the back of the helmet, it's extremely detailed and withered, like it has combat scars on the actual armor. And then he comes with a set of hands. The ones he had on, he has another one of these. Another one of these. Let me see. You see another one of these closed fists with the white, and a set of open ones that look like medium range open for the gun for the left and the right. And this one here is supposed to be like, I believe, just as the way he holds up in an animation style, like when he's sliding it with the gun, so you can hold the gun underneath. When he's holding it, you can just hold it so it can look like he's holding it across his body, with this in the bottom, and then while holding the gun on the actual handle. This is the hold and support in the bottom. So in the game, he does this really cool thing where he smokes a cigarette and lights it up, and then when he lights it up, what he does is he throws it towards the machines, so that the machines could get distracted with the heat vision, because they got a lot of machines that identify from by heat, and when he does that, they get distracted. And you can actually attack them from a different side and range, and without them seeing you. So what you do is you just pull this out here like this, very simple. Then this here has, as you will see, it has it has a lettering. It says R2, and then the other one I believe says R1. And the way you place it here is basically by these little things here that match the one here on the side. So then you what you do is you just push it in there. Then you take the other one. As you see, it'll say it says, I don't know how well it comes in. It says R1. There you go, R1. You place this one here, like so. And you push it in. Let me see if I can get it in a better position. The only problem with these Arts Kai's was that they, since they were the earlier editions when they started doing more sophisticated style of detailing, some of these pieces don't stick right, because you see it has like a little indentation there. It matches that. You match it up, and when you match it up, you just put it right in, like so. Let me do it here. I think I have to do this side. Is it this side? Let me see. No, that's the wrong one. Oh boy. Give me a second. I'll be right back. Give me 1 second. I'm having a problem. But hold on. So again, guys, I'm back. Here we go. So this is him in his battle mode. Basically, he has the actual head, as you can see. Or, let me see, as you can see there. And then, like I was showing you before, he has the thrusters coming out of the side there, as you can see. And On the other side as well. So again, and then this is his battle mode. This figure is a beautiful figure. I'm a big fan of the game. I was a big fan of the character design. Again, this is not of the as good as the quality of that you might be used to seeing now with Play Arts Kai of today, because again, as time has gone, they've improved their quality. They've improved their PVC, how they've engineered, uh, you know, um, the joints and things of that nature. But it is a very high quality. Still, it's not cheap. You can feel it as you hold it. So for me, because I really love the character, I give it a high score. It's an amazing piece. You won't regret it if you pick it up. If you're a fan of the game, you definitely won't regret it. If you could afford it, or if you don't mind paying the little bit higher price now in the in the secondary market like eBay or Amazon, you probably get them for like $200. I'm not even gonna lie. If you're willing to sell it out because you want to have it in your display, it's definitely worth owning, in my opinion. It's a beautiful piece. If you can't afford it, I completely would understand, and I would not hate on you or criticize you if you try to get it a bootleg version, which would probably cost you a fraction of the cost, maybe 30, $40. I don't know what the differences would be because I don't have a bootleg version, and I'm not promoting bootleg figures by all means. I'm just saying I would understand because these figures are getting higher in price, especially with the plastic being so expensive for the oil to make the plastic to create these beautiful figures. They're all hand sculpted and hand painted for the most part. So again, this is Sam Gideon from the game Vanquish, from the collection line of Play Arts Kai. Yeah, I mean, I hope this helps you guys out with a better, detailed run of what the game, of what the figure is, and what it offers, and the type of quality that it has. And if you were on the fence of picking it up or wanted to always pick it up, now you have an idea with my video. I haven't seen a lot of people review this figure, maybe because it was old and they did it back then. Uh, Honestly, I never really looked, but I figured it'd be a nice way to continue my Play Arts Kai figure reviews on my channel, especially since I'm a gaming channel as well. Because the fact of the matter is that it's based on off a video game, and I think it's very fitting for the channel and for what I want to do, because I like doing toy stuff as well, collector stuff. So I think this is a good entry start to also, or a good video to put on my channel. Obviously, this is another episode of toys in my closet. I hope you guys like it. It's what it looks like with the gun completely. Those are his accessories. Again, and then we'll do a zoom in view here, nice and slow. Like I said, he's a beautiful figure, beautiful piece. I highly recommend them, but if it's too expensive, I completely understand. Maybe the bootleg will be more fitting for you, to at least give you let you have something to equal to it without having to pay such a high price. I appreciate it for you guys joining me. Like, comment, share this video if you can, if you don't mind. Subscribe to my channel if you like what I do, whether it's video game related or whether it's toy related. And remember, if you subscribe, I really appreciate it, because I know you don't have to, but you become part of my family if you do, and it means a lot. So, like I said, I hope you enjoyed. I hope this was helpful. And yeah, play Arts Kai Vanquish Sam Gideon. Maybe you can find Bogey as well. He might be more affordable because he wasn't as popular. But great figure all in all. I give it a solid 9 out of 10. Although the engineering and the pieces and the plastic and all the stuff right now would probably, if they did a reversion or revision of this figure, which if they did, I probably would pick it up again anyway. I think it would be even more phenomenal than this. But as it stands, it's beautiful. It's really nice. So I hope you guys like it. I'll see you soon. And remember, it is what it is. Just enjoy your toy collecting and be happy, man. This is an amazing time to be a collector and a figure hunter as well. Take care, guys. Lots of love.